Hi, Seth. You have to unmute yourself.
Just so you know, guys, we are live right now, okay?
Okay. Seth, will you unmute yourself there, buddy? There you
Did I
go.
unmute?
Yeah, there you go. And make sure that it says turn off original sound up in the corner.
Go back up here. Hold on. I'm going to turn all this other stuff off. I don't need that. I'll go full screen. Turn on.
Nope, it needs to say turn off if it doesn't already.
Oh, it just defaulted right to turn on original sound.
So it needs to say turn off. It always will default to that.
Oh, so it needs to say turn off.
Right. It's counterintuitive, but just try to remember that.
Okay, am I supposed to see myself somewhere?
No, you just hang out and we'll get
Oh,
started
okay.
around
Yeah, that's fine.
7:05. But you sound good. Brandon, can you start the music?
Am I sort of muted, so to speak?
Nope, you'd have to mute yourself, which you could by going down there and hitting that mute button down the bottom.
Yeah.
Can you hear the music now, Dan?
Yep.
Okay. Hello, everybody. Thanks so much for joining us today. We're going to be getting the show started at about 5 after the hour. A reminder that, as always, this is a free show. Do not feel obligated to tip. But if you would like to help support, there are links going into all of the various chats right now. Thanks for your patience. We'll get started shortly.
Hello, everyone. Hey, go like this if you can hear me. There you go. That's right. Nice to see you. Welcome. Welcome, welcome. So it's Thursday night with Dawn White. We've been doing this since April. Tonight, my son Lauren's going to sit in with me. That's very excited about that. And we're going to have a nice after party. I see we have our friends from Nebraska. We have Michigan in the house. My friends over there on Facebook. They're coming in from Worcester, Mass. and some other places. So welcome, everybody. If you're new to this thing here, the way the night's gonna work out is we're gonna have somebody, my friend Seth, start the show out with a song in a minute. Then I'll do about an hour or so. Go to about 8 to 15 or so, and then we'll have an after party with special guests. Our special guest today will be Seth Conley and Haley Reardon and my son Lauren. We'd like to get as many of you unmuted as is possible. That way I can hear people applauding and laughing and all that. This is just speaking to the folks here in Zoom. So if you're in a relatively quiet place, I want you to raise your hand. The way you raise your hand, if you don't know, is you go down to the bottom of your page, and there's the 2 participants right there, down where it says participants right there, the 2 torsos. You click on that, and that opens up a window, and there's the blue hand down the bottom. See it? The blue hand of freedom. There it is right there, ladies and gentlemen. And when you click on that, you're telling us that you're in a pretty quiet place, and that we can unmute you, and that way hear you. And that way it can be more, more interactive. I can hear some people and something, right? So I don't just feel like I'm performing to a screen. So we'll go through that again later as people come in. So I want to introduce you to somebody that is a local fella here, but he's really something. He's one of the best guitar players that I know, one of the best people that I know, just a really good guy, and he's going to get us started here tonight. His name is Seth Conley. So those of you that are unmuted, make some applause for him so he feels welcome.
Woo! Woo, woo! Hey, everybody. Well, in light of the last week, I thought I'd pull out an old gem, and the color has nothing to do with any political direction. Just a hopeful song for everybody to mull over until the 20th. Look over yonder. Now what do you see? Well, the sun is rising, most definitely. A new day is coming. Now people are changing. Ain't it beautiful, beautiful, crystal blue persuasion? Better get ready, we're going to see the light. Love, love is the answer, and that's all right. So don't you give up now, 'cause it's so easy to find. Man, just look to your soul, just open your mind. Crystal blue persuasion, that's the new vibration. Crystal blue persuasion, crystal blue persuasion. Maybe tomorrow, when he looks down on every green field and every town, well, all of his children in every nation, there'll be peace and good brotherhood Well, I hope. Crystal blue persuasion. Crystal blue persuasion. Ah, that's the new vibration. Crystal blue persuasion. Ah, that's the new vibration.
Yeah.
All right, good. Thank you.
Thanks, everybody.
Thank you, Seth. Seth will be back with us in the after party. That was setting the tone for the night. Thank you so much, man. That was great. Great. Tommy James and the Shondells. You can't go wrong there. That's what I think. So
Well, I was
those of
going to
you
do
that-
I Think We're Alone Now, but that one felt better.
well, maybe in the after party.
There you go.
All right, so those of you that are just popping in now, we want to get as many of you unmuted as possible. So raise your hand if you know how to do that. If you're in a quiet place, that's by, the blue hand there. And if you can't, here's Brandon showing us again here. This is the blue hand right here. You press the participants window and it opens up this thing. And there's your blue hand. If you click that, you're telling us that you're in a pretty quiet place and you want to be unmuted so that we can hear you. If you can't figure that out, you can drop a note in the chat just saying please unmute me, and Brandon will do that for you. But right now we've got 1, 2, 3. I need some more than that. Kate, are you in a quiet place? Go ahead, let's unmute her if that's possible. Marsha's good. All right, there we go. That's better now. So here, let's just test it. Let's pretend that on 3 I just said the funniest thing you ever heard, and you're all gonna laugh your tails off. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Go ahead and laugh, everyone. So now you see the benefits of the interactive muting thing, and don't worry. If it's a noisy or what, if you get noisy, Brandon will monitor it for you. If you get shut off, because it's a little bit noisy and then it's quiet, just ask Brandon to unmute you again after that. So welcome, thank you everybody. I'm so happy. I'm just a happy man. I took last week off. It was my first Thursday off since April, and because I was just sleep deprived and curled up in the fetal position, making low moaning sounds for the whole week. And now I'm better, and I thought I would play this song that I learned years ago from Taj Mahal. I had the blues so bad one time it put my face in a permanent frown. But I'm feeling so much better I could cakewalk into town. I woke up, I was feeling so good I had to lay back down again. Put your big leg on me, mama, I might not feel this good again. Had the blues so bad one time it put my face in a permanent frown. But I'm feeling so much better I could cakewalk into town. I believe I'll go for a picnic in the country. Might have to stay all day. I don't care if I don't do nothing, just while my time away. The work around here sure got scarce. All the work around here got hard. I spend the whole day stealing chickens, mama, from the rich folks' yard. Had the blues so bad one time it put my face in a permanent frown. But I'm feeling so much better I could cakewalk into town. These are the 4 chords that I learned from my Mel Bay book when I was 15 years old. I hope you like them. my baby, oh my baby. I love the way she walks. When the girl gets sleepy, love the way she baby talks. I had the blues so bad it put my face in a permanent frown. But now I'm feeling so much better I could cakewalk into town. I had them so bad it put my face in a permanent frown. But now I'm feeling so much better I could cakewalk into town.
Woo! Thanks, man.
The crowd goes wild. The crowd is going wild. That's right.
Yay!
Yeah.
So I had to tell you a story. I haven't told this story since the 90s probably, but about Taj Mahal. So Taj Mahal is a fantastic artist, and he's actually from Springfield, Massachusetts, I believe, and he's doing his first live stream on Tuesday, and Brandon is going to put that information up there, and I think you should check it out if you don't know him, or you should check that out. But I want to tell you this story. So Tim Mason, I think, is here, or at least part of his family's here. Shannon's here. He had this venue called the Old Vienna Coffee House, and I used to go there and be an open micer. And one day he called me, I think at work back then. This would have been in the early 90s, and he said, I want you to open for Taj Mahal. And I had been a Taj Mahal fan since I was in junior high school, and I don't know if I could have been more excited about it. I was completely out of my mind. Like, it's hard for me to picture now as the old jaded man that I am, how excited I was back then. Like, I was completely out of my mind. I couldn't believe it. And so I went home, and the landlord was in the yard. We lived in this apartment. It wasn't a great apartment, had some problems. And my wife at the time had asked the landlord to do some stuff, and he wasn't doing it, or it wasn't happening fast enough. So she was mad at him, right? So but I see him in the driveway, and I told him, I'm opening for Taj Mahal. And he's like, Taj Mahal? And I'm like, Taj Mahal? And we're like, Taj Mahal, Tom White's opening for Taj Mahal. We're like this, right? So then my wife shows up after work, and here we are, we're dancing, and she's like looking at us, and she's going, what's going on? And we're like, Taj Mahal, Taj Mahal. We're doing the Taj Mahal dance, and she just keeps looking at us and getting like more like bewildered and unhappy. Right? And we're like, Taj Mahal, we're going to Taj Mahal. And finally, she just couldn't stand it no more. And she goes, Taj Mahal? Taj Mahal, my ass. This place is a dump. The doors don't work. The plumbing needs to be fixed. What is wrong with you people? Oh man, it was the best. It was truly the best. And I was just thinking about that today. Taj Mahal's getting up there. I think if you don't know him, you should definitely check him out. We thought about playing some of his music during the break, but you know how that goes, and we get shut down for doing that stuff. So anyway, just wanted to tell you that, and I'm just gonna play some songs and just let you know how good I feel. Shandy's grandma went to Woodstock back in 1969. She keeps her ticket stub and a chunk of mud at her house in a little shrine. She was always the girl in the hippie dress twirling at the shows by the Grateful Dead. If you ask her about it, man, you better sit down. Grandma will talk for ears right off your head. If you get her talking about the Grateful Dead, Summer of Love, or the Kool-Aid acid test, Jenny was always in her glory when she could hear the stories from her grandma's hippie friends about peace and love, taking care of one another, how great it all was back then. And at night she would dream of being on the bus with Keezy, seeing Jimmy in 69. But when she wasn't dreaming, always had the feeling that somehow she'd been born in the wrong time. You know you should have been 20 in 1969. All the gray-haired hippies say that all the time. But the cool grandchildren of the cool young women who danced in the Woodstock mud are sleeping on the beach in Montezuma, Costa Rica, having all kinds of fun, singing, there's only 1 minute if you're not living in it, it's never coming back again. I love you, Grandma, but Baba Ram Dass never said, be there then. It's gonna take a big leap of faith if you really want to find your tribe. Those were the first words Jenny heard in a song that she found online. And that summer she drove all the way to Minnesota to the Shangri-La Festival. And there they all were, all the people like her, who grew up believing that they were all alone. They said, hey girl, welcome home. Because the cool grandchildren of the cool young women who danced in the Woodstock mud are driving down the road all the way to Minnesota, having all kinds of fun, singing Jimmy and Jerry are dead and buried and they're never coming back again. Love you, Grandma, but Baba Ram Dass never said, be there then. Jenny's grandma went to Woodstock in 1969, and since then she believed there was never going to be a better time, and that's alright. But if you don't take a big leap of faith and get out there and find your scene, it will pass you by while you are trying to find your grandma's long gone Woodstock memory. Her Woodstock memory. While the cool grandchildren of the cool young women who danced in the Woodstock mud are living on the beach in Costa Rica, having all kinds of fun, singing, there's only 1 minute if you're not living in it, it's never coming back again. Love you, Grandma, but Baba Ram Dass never said, be there then.
Thanks, son.
You're
Love
welcome.
it.
There you
Yeah.
go. I'm so happy to be back with you all. It's lonely in this world. You know, I'm just like looking at you and hearing your voices. Honest to God. So if you want to hear something, put it in the chat. I'll try to get to it. I'll get my son up here in a minute. I think he's downstairs right now. So maybe 2 more songs and then we'll get him up here to play a little bit with me. You get to see me play music with my son. Oh, you want to see a happy old man? There you go. I'll be that guy right then. All right. If you're over on Facebook, well, let's see, we decided that YouTube is over here. Hello, YouTube people, welcome. Hope you're having a good time over there. And Facebook people are over here. Hello, Facebook people, welcome. Those of you over there, and I can see you. I can see all my Facebook people. I feel like, what is it, Miss Jean? Like I can see you through this little magic mirror. This is like nursing home material I'm doing here. Right? Okay. I can see you out there. Magic mirror tells me today all my friends are over on Facebook. They're watching cat videos. I'm trying to do a show. Come on, pay attention over here. But all of you over there on Facebook, if you would consider sharing this thing, this stream, that would be great. Be very helpful because you never know who might watch. All right, here we go. I've got $300 bills that are all brand new. They are begging me to think of something cool to do. How about I'll take you downtown and spend them all on you? I don't want to stay home tonight. We have worked so hard for so many years, built a home, a life, a family, and 2 careers. Saved our money for the future, now the future's here. I don't want to stay home tonight. I can't stay home again tonight. I can't stay home again tonight. I can't stay home, can't stay home. I can't I need you and me, how it used to be. Every week on Friday night, there is so much history that only we can see. Can't stay home again tonight. Me and Michael, Johnny, Richard, Ruthie, and Joan all had bouts with cancer last year. You know, if cancer was a man, I would punch him in the throat. I don't want to stay home tonight. 'Cause time isn't sentimental, it doesn't seem to care about your plans or your hopes and dreams. It just keeps track of your minutes and it wipes the slate clean. I don't want to stay home tonight. I can't stay home again tonight. I can't stay home again tonight. I can't stay home, can't stay home. I need you and me, how it used to be. Every week on Friday night, there is so much history that only we can see. Can't stay home again tonight. Well, I know we can't party like we did before. Can't stay out till 4 in the morning no more. But the house is paid off and the kids are all grown. What the hell have we been working for? Let's take a nap.
No. Yes.
Take our inhalers. Take a multivitamin. And then go out to hear some music with all of our friends who didn't die from the way we used to party back then. I don't want to stay home tonight. 'Cause time isn't sentimental, it doesn't seem to care about your plans or your hopes and dreams. It just keeps track of your minutes and it wipes the slate clean. I don't want to stay home tonight. Can't stay home again tonight. I can't stay home again tonight. I can't stay home, can't stay home. I need you and me, how it used to be. Every week on Friday night, there is so much history that only we can see. Can't stay home, can't stay home. I can't stay home again tonight.
All right, good.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Here, I'm just gonna pop over here for a second. I don't really like looking in the chat, you know, but I just want to see what's going on.
Party time.
What is it?
Party time.
Party time. All right, so I see somebody wants to hear Great Day, Marcia. Marcia goes back a long time with me.
Oh,
she
yeah.
used to come and see me. Marcia, here. Marcia, let's talk about the the food co-op I used to play at. Right? Did you go back all the way to Gardner? No.
No, I remember you from the Bull Run.
From the Bull Run. You know, the second to the last show that I did.
Upstairs in the Bull Run.
The Bull Run had 2 rooms. The one they call the ballroom, right, is actually tiny. It's where you keep your like crazy aunt, you know, like it's a little room up in the attic.
That's where they put you.
When I first would play there, when I first started playing there, it would just be me and the unhappy wait staff. That's it, and Marcia, right? It would be like a private show for the 3 of us. Right, you know, and then we'd pack up our stuff and go home and wonder why I'm doing this for a living. But you know, we persevered, got to play in the big room, and
the big room.
That's right. I've done it for years now, and the second to the last show I did was there around March, right around my birthday, just before all this happened. So I'm gonna play this for you because if you've been with me this long, anything you want to hear, I'll do it for you.
Thank you.
I was on the highway, I was cruising along. Decided to put my seatbelt on. A minute later, baby, would you believe a Big Mac truck crashed into me? I told the policeman that it was okay. He said your seatbelt saved your life today. The ambulance driver, the EMTs, they all started singing this song to me. Said it's a great day to not be dead. Shooby-doo-wah, shoo-wah, shoo-wah. To not cave in your windshield with your head. Cave in your windshield with your head. You're an ugly man, but if that occurred, believe me, you would be even uglier. And it's a great day to not be dead. Shoo-doo-wah, shoo-wah, shoo-wah. You know, I saw a news story on my TV set. It was about a guy whose wife brought a knife to bed. Now, this was a long time ago, so I don't expect everybody to remember this. But looking at these little squares, there's a lot of people been around long enough to remember this. So do we remember the guy who his wife brought a knife to bed? And what was his name?
Bobbit.
Mr. Bobbit. That's right. 1 hour later, as the story goes, a part of his anatomy was laying by the road. Well, my sassy wife looked over and she smiled at me. She started singing this song to me. She said, hey, it's a great day to not be dead. Shoo-doo-wah, shoo-wah, shoo-wah. And not have your wife bring a knife with her to bed. Shoo-doo-wah, chop, chop, whoa. She said, I yell, I scream, I complain a lot, but at least I haven't cut no body parts off, and it's a great day to not be dead. Shoo-doo-wah, shoo-wah, shoo-wah. All right. Well, I thought about my car crash and my close call, and then I started getting sentimental. I said, I love this house. I love you guys. I even love my rusty old car outside, and I'm so happy to be alive with all of you people trapped in the little squares. Let's do all the things we always said that we would do. 'Cause it's a great day. It is a great day. It is a great day. It is a great day. It's a great day to not be dead. There you go, Marcia.
Chop, chop.
All right, so here, I'll play this one other request, and then I'm going to ask my son, Lauren, to come up and sit in with me for the rest of this first set here. So here you go. I don't know who asked for this, but here you go. Rascal is a dog, he ain't too bright. Me and Rascal was sitting on my couch last night when my woman come in and she started to cry. She looked at us with such terror in her eyes. She said, I have raised these children for 18 years, and now they're growing up and moving out of here. And my big reward for all that I've been through is this dog as dumb as mud. And you, yippee-yahoo. The rascal looked at me, disbelief. He said, she can't be talking about you and me. She has got us to spend the rest of her whole life with. Would you please tell her how incredibly lucky she is? And I said, who is gonna love you any better than this? We'll wake you up every morning with big wet kisses when we hear the police sirens in your neighborhood. We throw our heads up in the air and we howl for you. Howl, little squares. That's cool and kind of weird. You gotta admit that's pretty cool. Well, you know, I don't believe we had succeeded in convincing her of the outrageous good fortune that had befallen her. In fact, instead of looking happy as she could be, she looked a little bit, well, you know. Suicidal to me. But hey, kids go to college, kids move away, but dogs and husbands, that's who stays. To you it seems like a big trick of fate, but me and Rascal don't see it that way. We're thinking, ain't we cuddly? Ain't we cute? We're both real funny and we're both real true. There's another thing about us that is very cool. If you scratch us on our belly, our left leg moves. And you have got to admit that's cool. Ow! Ow! A bunch of crazy people alone in their houses howling at their computer screens. What does the world come to? I have to ask you this. Well, okay, so maybe we ain't that smart. We're a couple of mutts with a lot of heart. But no one could ever love you better or give you more loyalty than this dog. As dumb as mud. This dog as dumb as mud. This dog as dumb as mud. And me. How lucky can one girl be? She's got a dog like you and a man like me. We'll be together well into this next century. Put that knife down, baby. So Kate is saying that her cats are really getting upset by her howling. Sorry about that with the cats. All right, please welcome my son Lauren. Wait, there he is, right there.
Hey, Lauren.
There he is.
Lauren.
Have a seat, Lauren.
Lauren.
How you doing, buddy?
I'm good.
Good. Come right in close here. We'll get you right in the screen. Got a lot of fans here tonight. So like I said, if you feel like you're in a quiet place and you want to be unmuted, you can either raise your hand and Brandon will do it. That's the blue hand. Or you can just ask him in the chat to unmute you. That would be fine. All right. So did you tune up or you want to use this thing? Or
I just grabbed it. I stole it from you already.
Here's my son right here. So Lauren has twin boys. They are pretty darn close to being 12 years old. Is that right?
That was 12 years?
Really? Wow.
They were born while I was playing music at the Bull Run. Were you there, Marcia, for that?
I was there. Wait,
Yeah.
I got a call. I got to take this.
Yeah, I'm singing I Know What Love Is, the a cappella song, and I go, the phone rings, I'm like, I'm sorry, I have to take this call. I'm like, what?
that's
Twins, two boys, right? 20 fingers, 20 fingers. 20 toes, 20 toes. 2 penises, not on each one, but separately. That's right. 2 together. Everybody's good?
I'm just so honored and thrilled that you shared that with us. Isn't that
Yeah, really.
I wasn't not taking that phone call. I wouldn't care where I was, right? And I'll tell you what happened. My friend Rosa was at the show, and so she knew before my sister knew. And my sister was so mad when she found out. Why does Rosa know before I know? Because she was at the concert. That's why. You should have come to my concert.
That's right.
All right. So here we go. How about this one that's in E? I like to, some songs I don't only get to play, they don't feel right without Lauren. So here, this is one of them right here. I got a job washing dishes when I was 16. It was the scariest time of my life for me. Had a future that used to just torture me with questions like, who are you gonna be? Will your life have meaning? Will your mind be strong? Will you be a man people can depend on? Will you always be frightened? Will you ever be brave? Will you still be washing dishes when you're old and gray? Big Trouble used to love to sneak up on me. He'd say boo and I'd jump 5 feet. He would threaten big weather, big wind and rain. That's all it would take to blow me away. My doorbell rings. It's old man Trouble asking for me. My woman is crying and too, 'cause they know what old man Trouble can do. I should be shaking, I should be scared, but looking at him just makes me mad. Hey mama, come over, come look, come see what 20 long years have done for me. Your frightened little twig turned out to be the oak in the middle of his family. And Big Trouble just walked through my front door. Mama, I'm just not scared anymore. I'm not scared anymore. I'm not scared anymore. I'm not scared anymore. I'm not scared anymore. Big Trouble just walked through my front door. Mama, I'm just not scared anymore. Trouble comes here, all trouble can see. My limbs are strong, my roots are deep. I am planted in the middle of this family. I keep my weeping willows close to me. I say wrap your branches around me now. Just trust me, hold on strong. 'Cause when the big storm comes with the wind and the rain, this oak will not be blown away anymore. I'm not scared anymore. I'm not scared anymore. I'm not scared anymore. Big Trouble just walked through my front door. But Mama, I'm just not scared anymore.
Whoa! That was awesome.
Woo! Thanks, Lauren.
That was great. Lauren, that was awesome.
Oh, yeah.
Oh man.
Where'd you learn to play like that?
I know I keep asking him to teach me, but he says I'm hopeless.
Oh,
You know,
that was
honestly-
awesome, guys.
Yeah, really, that's a well. You and I can talk about that song later, Sarah. That's a song. All right, so let's take a try at Megabucks. Want to try that?
Sure.
Yeah.
So this song is called "I Believe in the Megabucks." And like it's so old now. Here, let me document up front all the dated things in this song. One, it's that the Megabucks used to be the name of the Massachusetts State Lottery. It hasn't been called that for 20 years, I don't think. Right? It's called Mass Millions or something like that, right? It also talks about having a car that has a carburetor in it. How long has it been since a car had a carburetor in it? So this is like a trip back down a long time ago, but I wrote it just because I was a working man and trying to figure the world out. Just an ordinary working Joe. Got a Chevrolet Nova, 15 years old. It's a pocket of bolts, but the thing still runs. Don't ask me where my inspection sticker came from. I put a new carburetor on that Chevrolet. It blew the radiator the very next day. It took $200 to fix that car. That's $100 more than I could sell it for. I get paid on Friday. A black horn of Budweiser. I don't believe in this work hard to get ahead stuff. I believe in the megabucks. boss promised me a raise. He promised me again the other day I'd be the happiest man that ever lived if I could pay my rent with his promises. I get paid on Friday by quarter Budweiser. I don't believe in this work hard to get ahead stuff. I believe in the mega bucks. One more time. Nice. Lauren White right there.
Woo!
Odds on me hitting the mega bucks. You know it's 5, 6, 7, 8 million to 1. The odds on getting rich on what they're paying me. Make 8 million to 1 look like a real sure thing. Get paid on Friday. I buy quarter Budweiser. I don't believe in this work hard to get it stuff. I believe in the mega bucks. I get paid on Friday. And I buy some Budweiser. I don't believe in this work hard to get ahead stuff. I believe in the mega bucks.
All right, guys.
Wonderful.
Nice. Thanks, Lauren. Thanks, John.
And the crowd goes wild.
Woo!
So, I was thinking about some other things that make this song old. I haven't drank Budweiser in 31 years. 32, 30, I haven't had any of that stuff. So, man, that's an old song, but sure feels good to play it, I'll tell you. All right, so, let's see. Play... So here's a song called "Little Bird" that I wrote a long time ago for my daughter when she was leaving home, going out in the world there, Lauren and I played it at her wedding in Costa Rica. She got married in Costa Rica just because she wanted to see who loved her. See, find out who loved her enough to chase her to South America, Central America. So we all went down there, and this is called "A Little Bird," and it's another one that I really like playing when Lauren's here because he learned the part so well here. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Little bird perched on a mountainside, the little wings wondering if they can fly. A pretty little song singing questions to the bereaved. Can these little wings really bring me to my dreams? The wind is there to dance upon, the rain keeps the rhythm in the dreamer's song. And when you ask me why the sky is blue, I'll tell you blue is the color of the boundless dreams of little birds who sing like you. She knows you love her, she knows you're right, that there really is danger in the wind at night. And she sees how you worry every single time she leaves. But in her dreams at night, it's only blue sky that she sees. The wind is there to dance upon. The rain keeps the rhythm in the dreamer's song. And when you ask me why the sky is blue, I'll tell you blue is the color of the boundless streams of little birds who sing like you. Now you stand behind her on the mountainside. When she looks back, you see the whole world in her eyes. When the wind lifts her skyward, her song is on the breeze. Singing, can these little wings really bring me to my dreams? The wind is there to dance upon. The rain keeps the rhythm in the dreamer's song. When you ask me why the sky is blue, I'll tell you blue, that's the color of the boundless dreams of little birds who sing like you, of little birds who sing like you. Nice.
That's wonderful.
Done.
Thank you.
Thanks, Lauren. Thanks, Don.
Good to see you guys. Thank you again. If you're in a quiet place and you want to be unmuted, ask Brandon in the chat and he'll do it for you. Just say please unmute me. Let me look over here. Sassy Brat from Linda Roja. Maybe I'll do that after the break. Polly Doodle. Farmer in the Dell. Come on. What is this? Stupid.
You guys rocked out Farmer in the Dell. Come on now.
You know, next time Lauren comes over, I'll have him bring his electric guitar and his amp, and we'll go for that. Okay. All right. So I'm gonna play one more song, and we'll take a break. Just about 4 or 5 minutes. If you, Brandon will put the information up for how you can donate to the Dawn White Family Ramen Noodle Buy Some Groceries Fund. Again, if you're struggling out there, don't worry about it. But if you can help out, that would be great. We're all trying to stay alive in these days right here. So we'll play this one song. It's called I'm from Lynn, What Can I Say? And those of you that are from other parts of the country, you know, I don't know how to explain this to you. Lynn is the factory town. Swampscott and Marblehead are the towns with the money around them. That's basically all you need to know here for this. And thank you so much, all of you, for all that you're doing in the world, and not just coming here to see me and to help support live music, but I know you're all doing good stuff in this world. So on behalf of humanity, for whom I am the official spokesperson, I just want to thank you, for all the good stuff that you're doing out there. So here we go. Wrote this song before Lauren was born. That was 100 years ago. He's 100 years old. Do you believe that? It's true. I was born in the city of Lynn, home of the first turbine engine, and as if that wasn't enough, it is also the home of marshmallow fluff. You can travel the whole country, you'll never find a bigger fluff factory. From Lynn, what can I say? People from Lynn act this way, don't talk slick, that's what I said. Not from swamps, get Marblehead, don't be staring at me that way. From Lynn, what can I say? Good. I used to hang around at Barry Park. That's illegal after it gets dark. Stand on the bleachers where things got smoked and beer got chug-a-lug, bottles got broke. Later in the evening when the police come, 27 juveniles are on the run. Juveniles are running every way you see, jumping over fences, climbing in trees. But Don White is too loaded to get away. His name is in the paper on the next day. His mother and his father just can't believe he would publicly humiliate the family. I say, Mom from Lynn, what can I say? People from Lynn act this way. I don't talk slick, that's what I said. I'm not from swamps, get a Marblehead. Don't be staring at me that way. I am from Lynn, what can I say? On the corner of every street, somebody is cooking something greasy to eat. Deep fat is frying everywhere you look. The town is bound for the record books. A million sub shops open all night long. A socio-intestinal phenomenon. I'm from Lynn, what can I say? People from Lynn eat this way. There's no room in my stomach for French cuisine. Give me a bag of cheese curls and a submarine. Julia Child, get out of my way. I'm from Lynn, what can I say? Keep it going. Time. That's my son Lauren White playing the guitar in his sister's old bedroom here in Lynn. I left Lynn 10 years ago. I didn't know where I was gonna go. 10 of my friends were leaning up against a bar and grill. It's 10 years later, they're leaning there still. Half of my friends who are not on the street are dead in jail or annoying me, and I'm from Lynn. What can I say? People from Lynn act this way. I don't talk slick, that's what I said. They won't even let me into Marblehead. They're afraid I'll steal something. And I might. Don't be staring at me that way. I'm from Lynn, what can I say?
Yeah. Woo! Thank you, guys.
Ta-da!
Yeah.
Oh, wonderful.
Thank you so much. All right, so a 3-minute break. Donate if you're able to so we can buy some groceries over here. I'll be back. I'll play till about 20 past maybe, and then we'll have a really wonderful song swap and hang around session with Lauren and some guest people. We'll get Seth back up here. And so thank you for coming out, and we'll see you in about 3 minutes, 3 or 4 minutes. That was good. Hey, how you doing?
All right.
Okay, good. Let me just get organized here. So I'm definitely not going to be able to get to everybody's request, but I'm grateful for you all digging up these obscure songs. But I'll get to a couple of them. Let's try this. Again, let's try to unmute as many people as we can. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We could use a few more than that. But if you're in a noisy place, don't worry about it. So here, this is for Amanda and Lynn over there on Facebook. They I don't know. There's a lot of people that have seen me a lot, but I don't know. Lynn is, she might have the record. I think. I don't know. Maybe we'll have a contest who's come to the most shows, but this family certainly has come to a lot, so they want to hear this one here. In the 18, 19, 20, 30, 42, 3, something like 42 years that we have been wed, I wondered if you ever heard a word I said, till I said pass that remote control over here, and you told me to blow it out my ear. I love you, you sassy brat, you make me mad, you'll make me laugh. God, please don't cut our time in half. Let me grow old with my sassy brat. When my fans call up and say that I'm great, you tell them that is a huge mistake. That if they had to live with me, they would understand what a big pain in the ass I am. Love you, you're a sassy brat. You make me mad, you make me laugh. Please don't cut our time in half. Let me grow old with my sassy brat. There are men that like women who they can dominate. They bring them breakfast in bed and always tell them that they're great. Well, my sassy lady never does that for me, but at least a life with her is definitely not boring. She says if you want me to believe that you're great, do a couple loads of laundry around here someday. Hey pal, it's only because you're still kinda cute that I haven't already gotten rid of you. I love you, you sassy brat. You make me mad, you make me laugh. God, please don't cut our time in half. Let me grow old with my sassy brat. You say the kids have both gone to the show. How about a little quickie before they come home? And I say, I suppose you think you're really slick. The way that you keep emphasizing little and quick. It's not that funny. I'm not that sure I love you, you're a sassy brat. You hurt my big fat ego and you make me mad. Please don't cut our time in half. Let me grow old with my sassy brat. Sassy bratty lady has been hanging around here, driving me crazy. A lot of years. If I could ever afford to see a psychiatrist, I'd ask him why the hell do I like being treated like this. We were in bed, but we were still awake. You said I really love you in this life we've made. I said, hey, can I quote you on what you just said? You told me if I did, you'd punch me in the head. I love you, you sassy brat. You make me mad, you make me laugh. God, please don't cut our time in half. Let me grow old with my sassy brat. Hope it's not too much to ask. Let me grow older. I think I should change older to oldest. Let me grow oldest.
Grow
With
younger.
my sassy brat. There you go.
Yay! Awesome.
All right, Don.
Good one.
All right, so I'm looking around here. I see over here that Carrie Carlson. Carrie, are you still here? Oh my God! So can you unmute Carrie Carlson for me, Brandon, please? Hi there.
I've never Zoomed before.
This is a big day for you.
It's a big
Yay!
day for me.
It's a big day for you. Well, you know, most
I
Zooms
thought I
you
would
see.
never.
So I have to tell everybody who this person is. So in the course of my life, there's Tim Mason and probably a handful of people who just went out of their way to help me in ways that just catapulted my career. Carrie Carlson was a disc jockey in Detroit on a big radio station, a commercial station, and she had a station where she could play what she wanted. And she started playing that song Rascal. And I don't know, millions? Would you say millions of people?
I would say
that?
millions.
Millions of people heard that song.
Millions
All
of
of a sudden,
pieces.
I was famous in a place I'd never been before. I didn't even know where Michigan was, and I was hugely famous there.
Wait a minute.
Awesome.
It's right here where you came to. Oh, well.
Oh, that's in the mitten. Right. That's right.
Inside.
That's inside Michigan jokes right there. And then I started talking to her, and she brought me out there to do concerts. We recorded the Live in Michigan thing. That was a concert that she promoted, that whole album. And she played I Know What Love Is. I go, here's one that I think your fans will like. And all of a sudden, I was selling hundreds of CDs to Michigan. I've been able to play there 2 to 5 times a year ever since 2000, I would say. And it's all because of the woman in square number 4 right there.
Yay!
And I've never Zoomed before. I'm so happy to be here with you.
Well, thank you, Carrie.
I hope you'll come back again, Carrie. This is
Come back to where? Where do I go?
every Thursday right here. You stay where you are, and then you get on your computer and you come here. What we've set this up so that we can hear people, so it feels like a concert. Most Zoom things are not like this, but this is all part of Don White's. That's how I'm taking the world over.
Do it. Do
All
it.
right.
The White family should take over in the White House.
All right, it's all good. It's all good. I took last week off because I was too I was broken. I was a broken man. But now look, I don't know if you can notice. Those of you that come every week, I got mischief in me tonight. I feel like I could cause some trouble because I feel so good. All right, so Carrie Carlson, go ahead, dear.
No, I just thanks so much. I have never Zoomed. This is just also new to me. This is just cool. And there's nobody I'd rather Zoom with than you and the White family.
Yay!
Yeah, you bet.
Nicely
Lauren,
put.
I remember you when you were this big.
Well, Carrie, I just love you.
Play your music, baby. Play your music.
I'm gonna play my music right
Pour
now.
in a glass of wine.
All right, go ahead. You everybody relax now.
Lauren,
All
mute
right.
me.
Okay. All right. So here I'm gonna play two more songs. I'll play this one as a request, and then I'll play another one, and then we'll get the after party going. Okay. And this was somebody else wanted this. Our kids are grown. They're both in their 20s. They live at home. They are never gonna leave. And why should they go? They've got a good area now. Their food, their phone, their rent is free. They would have to be out of their minds to leave. But I was thinking, what if things were different? Living here at home with you and me. What if we decided we could act like they both did when they were in their teens? So wake up, mama, climb out of this window. I have got the key. Let's steal our daughter's car. We'll both get really drunk. We'll put a big dent in her trunk. We'll drive real fast on the thoroughfare. If we get a speeding ticket, hey, we won't care. We'll be the ones up all night acting wild. They'll be the ones up all night worrying. Wake up, mom, climb out of this window. Come on out, be 16 with me. Picture our kids calling all of our friends up, and then asking them if they know where we are. Of course, all our friends will lie and say they ain't seen us all night, but we'll be standing right beside them while they're on the phone, smoking, drinking, and carrying on when we come strolling home on Sunday morning. Around 10 o'clock while the neighbors walk to church, our kids will ask us where we've been, and then they'll ask us again, and we will just make up a great big lie and swear that it's the truth until the day we die, and they'll be the ones trying to find the truth out. We'll be the ones who are lying through our teeth, and under pressure we'll confess that we had unprotected sex. That will gross them out so much they might just start to think about moving out. If turnabout is fair play in this life, then what better way to encourage them to live than to give them hope they dose of what it was like to live with them when they were in their teens. So wake up, mama, climb out of this window. I have got the key. Let's steal our daughter's car, and we will both get really drunk, and we'll put a big dent in her trunk, and no one will know where we are until we come home in a police car. We'll be the ones up all night acting wild, and they'll be the ones up all night worrying. Wake on, mama, climb out of this window. Come on out, be 16 with me.
Hey, good.
All right,
I
Don.
love that song.
Right. Okay. I love y'all so much. I have it on gallery mode, so I'm just looking at your faces. I'm watching you do the dishes and smoking pot and doing everything. It's really good. It's great to see you all here. And thanks to my friends over on YouTube. You're welcome to come over here into the Zoom part. The information is in your chat over there on Facebook. Thank you for sharing over there. That really helps a lot. And you're welcome to come over too. You don't have to be unmuted. You can just come and hang around with us. So I'm going to play this song. It's a pretty new one. I just wanted to end up my part of this set with it. Then we'll get together in the after party and have a little song circle, a little song swap, and with Lauren and Seth and I think Haley Reardon's going to pop in here too. So
Yay.
So we'll do that in a second. But here, this is for everybody, all of you. These are difficult times, and one of the things that I'm so proud of us all for is that we're kind to each other. Do you know what I mean? That we're kind and we're generous of spirit. And everybody that supported me over the years, that's what they have in common. They're good to each other. And this is a song about people who had to raise themselves, right? Had to raise themselves. They couldn't. Their parents were alcoholics or drug addicts or mental health issues, and somehow, some of those kids turn out to be kind when they didn't know any kindness, and they turn out to be generous of spirit when they didn't know any generosity, and they turned out to be they developed all these kind qualities and nurturing qualities, which they had to find it themselves. And I always felt like they needed a song. It took a long time to write this. I actually had Haley help me with this. We met every week, and I just bounced ideas off of her. So I'm going to end with this. I think it's going to be called That's What Makes You Beautiful. That seems to be the right name for it. And Tommy and Marlene, I'll get to your song next week, I promise. They had a good request in there. They had their, what anniversary was it last week? 50-something?
45.
45.
Wow.
45th anniversary.
Yeah, that's impressive.
And Tommy, she told me that she's getting pretty used to you now. She thinks it's gonna work out.
Almost got him trained.
Almost gonna train. Another 20 years, and I think you'll be all set over there. So I love you all, and so let me just play this song for you, and we'll be back here. You were taught by your world that empathy and kindness were the kind of things that made a person weak. They said push and grab and fight every minute of your life and trample those between you and what you believe you need. But from the moment you were born, in your heart there was a song. You could hear through all the years of fear and insecurity, singing cruelty is always weak, but love and empathy are strong enough to break the chains of selfishness and greed. Gentle is the strongest thing to be. You know it is not your fault that heroin and alcohol made them both too ill to give their children what they really need. But it sure would have been nice to be encouraged once or twice, to feel safe at night and have a life with just a little normalcy. But from the moment you were born, in your heart there was a song you could hear through all the years of fear and insecurity. When you feel hatred in your heart, you just remember who you are, and that underneath the weight of hate, your heart cannot be free. Forgiving is the stronger thing to be. It's not the color of your eyes, it's not your hypnotizing smile, it's not any of the many things that everyone can see. It is the way you always knew what they told you wasn't true. It's how you made yourself the person that they taught you not to be. That's what makes you beautiful to me. A young man's eyes see beauty in what is on the surface, not within. He will walk past what is beautiful to be near the thing that shines. But these old man's eyes find beauty in the story and the journey. They have seen too much to be fooled by what attracts a young man's eyes. From the moment you were born, in your heart there was a song you could hear through all the years of fear and insecurity. There was nothing that this world could do to crush the love inside of you. Under neglect, abuse, and selfishness, you were caring, kind, and generous. It is the lonely road that brought you here. It's how all alone you persevered. It's the defiance and tenacity of your heart song of humanity. That's what makes you beautiful. That's what makes you beautiful. That's what makes you beautiful to me. Thanks for another great.
Don, that's beautiful. Love that song.
Thank you. This has been a good one, man. I feel so good. I'm so happy for all of us and for the world. We're gonna put the splash up there one more time. If you can drop a few bucks in the hat, that'll be great. Those of you that have been here know to hang around, but you're welcome. If you have a long drive home like Carrie, if you have to drive a long way home, you can go ahead and get a head start. But the rest of you, I suggest that you hang around, and we'll have this. What we lost in COVID was community. And so these concerts, especially the after parties, are a way for us to simulate community. We'll talk a little bit with the other singers. We'll trade some songs. It's like if we were doing a show for Carrie Carlson out in Michigan. After the show, we would have locked the doors and played and jammed and hung around, right? Or we would have went back to her house and lit a bonfire, as I recall, and stayed up till 3 a.m. And so that's what we're simulating here. And I'll be back in just a few minutes again. If you can drop a few bucks in the hat, it would It would help with the groceries around here. And I'll see you in 2 minutes. I'll be back in 2 minutes.
Don't miss the after party. It's awesome.
Wonderful.
Thanksgiving.
All right, here we are back again. Welcome to the after party. Thank you for coming to the concert tonight. Thank you for everybody watching on Facebook and YouTube. We are going to ask our friend Seth, who set the tone for us so beautifully early in the night, to get this part of the thing going. So this is Seth Conley. Let's give him a nice round of applause. Go ahead, brother.
Hey, everybody. This is a great old song that first time I heard it was Doc Watson, and it'll always be a Doc Watson song. Let it rain, let it pour, let it rain a whole lot more. I've got them deep river blues. Let that rain drive right on, let that rain sweep along. I've got them deep river blues. My old gal, she's a good old pal, but she walks like a waterfowl when I get them deep river blues. Ain't no one to cry for me. The fish all go out on the spree when I get them deep river blues. Give me back my old boat, man. I'm going to see if she will float when I get them deep river blues. Ain't no one to cry for me, and the fish all go out on a spree when I get them deep river blues. So I sing now, let it rain, just let it pour, let it rain a whole lot more, 'cause I've got them deep river blues. Let that rain drive right on, let that rain sweep along, I got them deep river blues. Now if my boat sinks with me, well, I'll go down now, don't you see? I've got them deep river blues. Now I'm gonna say goodbye. If I sink, man, just let me die. I got them deep river blues. I'll say it again. Let it rain, let it pour, let it rain a whole lot more. I've got them deep river blues. Let that rain drive right on, let that rain sweep along. I got them deep river blues. I got them deep river blues. I got them deep river blues.
Yes, that was awesome. Thank you. Woo!
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Wow, that was fantastic. Seth, setting the bar high in the after party.
Woo!
Somebody clearly hasn't been drinking.
Nicely done. Seth, you'll hang around. We'll go around a couple times, yeah, and we'll chat a little bit.
Absolutely. Is Haley here?
Haley just popped in. I seen her. We're gonna bring Lauren out, and then we'll get to Haley Reardon, and we'll all have a big chat. How's that sound?
Yeah.
All right, so Lauren, let's see if we can get your video going. Where are you, buddy? There he is. I see him. So Brandon, will you spotlight Lauren? He's under Teresa White. He's he's in isolation on the first floor of my domicile right here. There he is. So Lauren, what do you got for us?
I'm not sure. Something. I'll play something. What do you guys think? You like Tom Waits?
Yeah, we like Tom Waits.
Yeah.
Your dad likes them.
All right. So acapella song by Julie Holland or a cover of Tom Waits? Which one? Everybody's at once.
Acapella.
Acapella? Okay.
No, Lauren, not that. You're gonna do that other tune that's a cappella too, that woman asked for.
Oh, I can do that one. Okay.
Yeah,
I'll
right.
do Tom Waits now, and I'll do the other tune later.
That's right. Yeah.
right.
Imagine your career here.
Thank you. Yeah, so something weird happened to me in my life, and I grew up completely adoring Tom Waits, and it was always on, and now when Christmas comes, all I think is Tom Waits songs. Whenever it happens, it's my Christmas music, and I keep having these weird Fellini moments where I'm thinking I'm gonna go caroling and just sing Tom Waits songs, and just being really confused why other people don't get the Christmas feel when I'm singing them to them. But this is my favorite Christmas song. It's called "A Christmas Card from a Hooker in Minneapolis."
Yeah.
Charlie, I'm pregnant, living on 9th Street, right above that dirty bookstore off of Euclid Avenue. I stopped taking dope and I quit drinking whiskey, and my old man plays the trombone and he works out at the track. He says that he loves me, even though it's not his baby. He says that he'll raise him up just like he was his own son. He gave me a ring that was worn by his mother, and he takes me out dancing every Saturday night. Charlie, I always think about you every time I pass the filling station, on account of all that grease you used to wear in your hair. I still have that record, Little Anthony and the Imperials, but someone stole my record player. How do you like that? Charlie, I almost went crazy when Mario got busted. I went back to Omaha to live with my folks, but everyone I used to know was either dead or in prison. So I came back to Minneapolis. This time I think I'm gonna stay. And Charlie, I think I'm happy for the first time since my accident. I wished I had all that money we used to spend on dope. Buy me a used car lot, and I wouldn't sell any of them. I just drive a different car every day, depending on how I feel. And Charlie, for Christ's sake, you want to know the truth of it? I don't have a husband, he don't play the trombone. I need to borrow money to pay this lawyer. Charlie, hey, I'll be eligible for parole come Valentine's Day.
Woo! All right, Lauren.
Yeah.
Yeah. Happy holidays.
Happy holidays!
In our house, that is just right up there with "Have a Holly Jolly Christmas."
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, that was totally, completely awesome. You know, that was great. All right. All right, so Lauren, you'll hang around and we'll go around a couple times and maybe we'll chat a little. Brandon, can you make it so people can unmute themselves at this point now, so that we don't have to unmute them if they want to chat a little bit? So remember that if you're in a noisy place, it'll upset the show. But if you want to unmute yourself, whatever, if you're in a quiet place, we'll keep an eye on it. But I want Seth and Haley to talk a little bit and all that. So Haley, my friend, how are you, girl? Well, we don't have any sound from you yet.
Praise Zen.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Hey.
Okay, sorry. Okay, I missed the sound check, so exhibit A. Everything sounds okay?
I think so far.
Okay, so far so good. Okay, hi, Seth, hi, Lauren, hi, Dawn, thank you for having me.
It's good to see you.
I know, I made it.
You made it, of course you made it. So you want to play a tune and then we'll go around a couple times and you can let us know what you're up to and all that?
Sure. Okay, I'm just gonna like rearrange my Tetris of guitars. Okay, so I'm gonna take this opportunity to try a new song. Okay.
Well, make sure you have your it says turn off original sound on your screen there.
It should say.
Okay, yes. Now it says turn off because I've
Right.
turned it on. How am I now?
Now you want to say turn off.
It says turn off, yes.
Okay, good.
Okay. Thank you. He said, take it, it's yours. Like there is such a thing. Like the world doesn't hang from an ownerless string. So I open my hands and I give it all back again. And dare I ask if falling in love is a thing of the past? The higher the stakes, the sweeter the task. 'Cause here in the night, just one single song will put a bird into flight. There is nothing left to be but alive. Ooh, As I walk the streets in my little town, the shadows they move through each little house. How simple it must seem from above looking down. And dare I ask if falling in love is a thing of the past? The higher the stakes, the sweeter the task. 'Cause here in the night, just one single song will put a bird into flight. There is nothing left to be but alive.
That is gorgeous, Haley. Oh my goodness, that is beautiful. Oh, absolutely beautiful.
So that's brand new, Haley. That was a debut.
Yes, a debut. Yes, indeed. A COVID song debut.
That's a keeper.
That's a keeper.
Absolutely.
Oh, Haley. So you'll hang around, right? Yeah, and we'll chat a little bit later. Want to let people know who don't know you about your history and what an important part of the scene you are here in Boston, and how you're all the stuff that I want them to know. So one more time for Haley Reardon, please.
Woo! Hi, Haley.
Yeah.
All right, Seth Connolly. Let's chat a little bit, Seth. So, did you know? Let me ask you a couple of things, Seth. Did you know that guitar was going to be your thing when you were a kid, or did you come to that later? Or did you see somebody play and you're like, someday I'll be able to play all up and down that fretboard and do all these fancy things? What was it like for you early on?
Well, it's interesting. My dad was in the service. I was born in Hawaii, and he took ukulele lessons. Originally, he was going to take lap steel lessons, which would have made him a little bit more hip in my mind. But so he learned how to play the ukulele when I was 4 years old. He'd play all these 5'2" and all these classic old tunes. And when I was 4 years old, I just I picked up the ukulele and he taught me all those songs. And then they got me a guitar when I was 6, and I can't remember. Oh well, I probably saw the Beatles live. That was probably another one of those things. I saw the Beatles on Ed Sullivan, And I kind of always knew what I wanted to do. I was always singing into the record player, and always anything that made sound, I would whack it or play it or strum it or do whatever. I think I always knew what I wanted to do.
Who was the first guitar player that you thought, boy, that guy's really good?
First guitar player?
Yeah.
You know, I have an interesting moment. There's two moments. One of my older brother brought home Jimi Hendrix smash hits, and that drove me out of my mind. And he was a couple years older than me, and he went to a high school party when he was a freshman, and I was in junior high. And of course, I couldn't go because I wasn't hip enough. But I walked like 2 miles over to this other party in the middle of the night, and when I got over to the front yard, I heard Whippin' Post by the Allman Brothers, and I had never heard a slide guitar before, and so that opened me up even more. So
you were destroyed by the '60s. That's all.
I was. I had some really good teachers when I was young, and I think they kind of sensed that that it was. I walked in after one of my first couple of lessons. I remember. We had the Mel Bay book 1 or whatever, and he said he opened up I had gone home and learned whatever, and I brought it back and put it up on the music stand. He said, "Go ahead and play the songs." So I started playing the songs, and I wasn't even looking at the music. I had memorized the first 6 lessons. He's like, "What?"
Right.
So then he looked at me, he goes, "Okay," and he flipped it upside down, and he said, "Now play it." So I was like, okay, he goes, so you're going to learn how to play. He says, but you have good ears, so this is what I want you to do. I want you to go home and listen to Wes Montgomery, Joe Pass. I want you to listen to these great players. And I always had teachers that were always sort of pushing me forward, and not pushing me hard, but literally, just always moving me forward. Listen to these guys, listen to this, try this.
The results are undeniable. Will you play a tune for us?
Sure, let's see here. I'm going to play. Does it make a noise? Oh. So I wanted to do a song here that we could all, I know summer's gone, but. Sing along with me. Well, in the summertime when the weather is fine, you can stretch right up and you can touch the sky. When the weather's fine, you got women on your mind. Have a drink, have a drive, go out and see what you can find. If a daddy's rich, take her out for a meal. If a daddy's poor, then just do as you feel. Speed along the lane, do a ton of 25. If she's rich, if she's rich, bring her friends and we'll all go into town. A little bit of memory losses. We're not bad people, we're not dirty, we're not mean. We love everybody and we do as we please. When the weather's fine, we go swimming or fishing in the sea. My God, it's all gone. I don't know what happened. So sing along with us, dee 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 dee, da 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 da. Yeah, we're happy, da 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 da. When the winter's here, yeah, it's party time. Bring your bottle, bring your bright, 'cause it'll soon be summertime. Then we'll sing again, we'll go driving, and maybe we'll settle down. If she's rich, if she's nice, bring her friends and we'll all go into town. Sing along with us, dee 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 dee, da 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 da. Yeah, we're happy, da da da, do 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 do.
Hey, Seth, that was a good vibe. I like that. Woo!
Thanks.
Seth, I have 2 guitars here. If I bring them over your house, will you teach them how to do that?
I'll just start stuffing notes into the sound.
I'm sure they'd appreciate it. All right, one more time for Seth Connolly, please.
Thank you.
Thanks, Seth.
Hey, Haley, I noticed you're still playing that Blue Ridge.
I was just gonna say, yes, I'm playing my guitar I bought from Seth when I was like 11, and I've written all my songs on ever since. So,
Yeah.
yes, thank you, Seth.
You make
for
it sound
everything
good.
and guitar.
Yeah, a lot of history there. Yeah, Haley, one of your first recording sessions was with Seth, right? Or early one.
All my first recording sessions, yes,
Right.
yes, and and playing this guitar that I wound up buying off Seth and loving. But yeah, Seth was my.
All right, well, we're having a love fest here, ladies and gentlemen.
Can I buy it back?
No.
All right, Lauren, did you want to play that tune for that woman from Michigan who heard it? Let's see, she was so I got an email from someone. She said, "Is your son gonna play that song that you wrote? I saw him 10 years ago, probably at something Carrie Carlson put together, for all I know." And she said, I want, I have been waiting to hear this song for 10 years or more. I can't remember the last time you were in Michigan. And so I feel like she's probably, I don't know if she's over here or she's on Facebook, but I know she's around. I've seen her talk, chat, and so.
She's not in, she's Galaxy A20.
Yeah, oh, that's right there. Okay. So do you want to unmute yourself and talk to Lauren? Go ahead, Galaxy A20.
Hi.
Hi.
Hi. I got to tell you, when you played that song, I don't know how long ago it was, it blew me away. I've searched YouTube for it and to no avail. You've got some of your stuff up there, but I'd love to hear it again. It really, really moved me. It was awesome.
Well, I'm so touched to hear that. It's definitely it's every time I sing it, I feel it. It's a weird thing. I was brainwashed by my father to feel all the things you perform, and so I suffer that burden. Thanks, Dad.
It'll make somebody remember your song for 10 years. There's some upside to it.
Yeah, I mean, there's pluses. It's funny, again, in the same way that those Tom Waits songs sort of run through me in this season, this song always plays through. I think it's a sort of sense of just remembrance, just people who aren't with you and all that. So I'm happy to do this song for you. This is just for you.
Thank you.
Everybody else go away.
No.
Nope, not doing it.
No, you can stay. So this is from my grandfather.
Thank you.
And I've been drinking with my grandfather, and I've been restless in the night, and I've been drinking with my grandfather. Pint of whiskey, glass of water, cup of ice. And the whiskey, it is bitter, and the ice, it makes it cold. Add water and you have the drink that in my hands I hold. But I am not bitter, and I am not cold. The water, it runs down my face until my folded hands are full. And I've been drinking with my grandfather, And I've been restless in the night, and I've been drinking with my grandfather. Pint of whiskey, glass of water, cup of ice. And here's to all the things I'll never know and all the things I do. Here's to the laughter and the love of life I learned from watching you, and I will lift you up and carry you with me and offer up a toast in a joyous revelry. For I am not bitter, and I am not cold. The water, it runs down my cheeks until my folded hands are full. We lifted you up and carried you down, and our weighted footsteps fell upon that cold autumnal ground. We are not bitter, we are not cold. The water, it runs down our cheeks until our folded hands are full. Oh yes, the water, it runs down my face until my folded hands are full.
Oh,
Thank you.
Lauren.
Thank you.
Oh my
Thank
goodness.
you. Thank you.
Woo! Lauren, thank you so much. Oh, incredible.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Wow, that was pretty.
Bless you.
That was beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. So
Yeah, you're killing me here, kid.
you're killing me. And my husband is calling me in the other room. He's had a series of strokes and I got to go tend to him. So that was good timing. Thank you.
Right. Bless you.
Bless you.
Bye-bye.
We'll see you next week. Thank you.
I know. All right, good job, Lauren. All right, so Haley, what do you got? Let's talk a little bit. Let's hear it one more time for Lauren White before we move on. Nicely done.
All right, Lauren.
That was beautiful.
How old is that song? When did you write it?
10 years ago-ish.
Wow.
Here, babe.
More, maybe a little more. But,
Were you old enough to drink 10 years ago?
11 years ago.
He
Say it
said,
again.
"So you're old enough to drink 10 years ago."
Lauren?
Oh, yeah. I'm an old man.
Legal to drink 10 years ago.
The drinking age in Lynn is like 11.
So you're almost 21 then.
Almost.
Happy birthday.
Thank you.
All right, so Haley, what you working on a project? You want to tell us about that? Is it something that you want to chat about, or what are you working on?
Oh, what I was working on today that I missed the soundtrack for?
Yeah, what are you doing?
Oh, I'm working on this a soundtrack for a documentary. It's someone else's project. I'm just contributing like some weird vocal sounds, but it's really fun. I'm like mimicking different instrument sounds with my voice. It's fun. It's a documentary about the bombing in Atlanta in oh god. Okay, I can't talk what's on the internet because I don't know, but I'm working on a project that's a documentary. It's not my project.
Yeah.
I don't know how much I can say.
All right, for those of you that don't know Haley, like I first met her when she was 12. Her dad came over with her and she wanted to study performance techniques. And I didn't know, I said sure, and we wound up being pals. And she came to my house and studied with me every Wednesday, I don't know, for 5 years or so. And then I introduced her, through, she just kind of came up in the folk world here. So Seth was her, engineer, and then Passim was her club. And she just kind of got adopted by by the matriarchy and the patriarchy of the folk scene here in Boston, and I just have to say this, that I'm not sure that I've seen a more natural or gifted songwriter in my life. I don't want to embarrass you or anything, but just feel like I have to say it. I'm always amazed at what you come up with and how you do it and your approach and all that. So I'm glad. Hey, let me ask you that. Was there a song early in the game where you're like, hey, that song's written well? I guess you could write songs. Can you identify something like that? Something that happened early that made you think, boy, that's interesting. I wonder if I could do it.
I don't know. Songwriting wise, I never had that like person. This person's the reason I wrote songs. I just liked like matching the sounds of words with like tunes. But I would say, not really songwriting wise, yes, songwriting wise, but also just as a full thing. I remember a very distinct moment the first time my family brought me to see Laurie McKenna at Club Passim, and I was 11, and at that point I'd never been to a concert that wasn't like, Avril Lavigne in a stadium or whatever. Like I didn't know that music existed in this world, and just seeing someone kind of bare their soul with a guitar, that sort of singular singer-songwriter perspective. I remember that being like, wow, I want to do that. But writing-wise, yeah. I don't have that. Early on, I don't have that.
Well, Laurie McKenna is a good place to start.
Yes, for sure.
So those of you that don't know, Laurie McKenna is from around here. She wound up getting 4 or 5 songs on a Faith Hill album and having a nice career, but she was in the open mic scene here. My daughter was... Absolutely. This was her bedroom. She went to sleep to Laurie McKenna's album every single night. Paper Wings and Halo every night. And then
I produced that CD.
Yes.
That's right. Good job. It's so incestuous, this whole night here. It's all but Lori was my pal. She would open for me and all that. It's one of those times like when Dar Williams opened for me, I was looking at it going, this ain't gonna happen again. But anyway, I asked her to be a surprise guest to come and sing at my daughter's 18th birthday party. She sang in my living room, and there were teenage girls bawling their heads off in this house, like they couldn't believe what was happening. It was great.
That's a great visual.
Yeah. So, do you want to play a tune for us, Haley?
Yes, I'm soaking up this time to try out a new song since.
Sure.
I'm gonna play another new one. This is called "In the Good Light." Oh, you know what though? 1 second. I'm sorry, I have the tuning wrong for this song. Okay. Let's see how this goes now. Okay. Scratch that. I'm not ready to do that song. I'm gonna play you a different song. It's not coming to me in this moment, so as much as I wanted to be brave and do a new one, I'll do something else. This is also fairly new. This is called Bleed Together. I keep telling myself to put it all in a song. It's a lot cleaner than calling. I'm still telling myself that I can't get it wrong. It's all just dust spinning and falling. And I used to pray to your dad. I don't think I ever told you that. And when we slept beside each other, our dreams would bleed together. I've been thinking about everything I shoved down, everything that I left unspoken. But I guess you figured it out, 'cause I left it to you to decipher what I couldn't bear to. And I used to pray to your dad. I don't think I ever told you that. And when we slept beside each other, our dreams would bleed together. Is there a little room inside of you where I will always be a window looking out on everything, a nosebleed seat? And I don't need to fill a stadium, just a single chair to know that everything that burns in me will burn in you somewhere. I used to pray to your dad. I don't think I ever told you that. And when we slept beside each other, our dreams would bleed together. Our dreams would bleed together. Our dreams would bleed together.
Oh, beautiful, Haley. Beautiful. Thank you so much.
Hey, thank you so much, Haley. So how about it's 10 past 9. How about we go around one more time, sort of a quick one, and we'll try to get this done by 9:30. Does that sound good to all the musicians and all the people hanging around here? I hope so, because we're gonna do it.
Please. Yeah.
All right, Seth. Let's have another one for Seth Connolly, please.
Woo!
So I used to live up in the, actually when I was producing Laurie McKenna's CD, I lived in a house up in a lake in New Hampshire. And this was written at my back window. Here's my beautiful day. Everything's roses today. Everyone on the street seemed to tap their feet to the rhythm of the skirts that sway. Not a cloud in the sky. I wipe the sand from my eyes and then pull on my shorts, 'cause the weatherman reports that the air quality's high. Let that puppy poop on my grass. Let the lawnmower deal with it when the time come to pass. Give those dishes another day to mold. Hey, even fungus got a right to grow old. Tell work I am not well. It's a lie, but what the hell? It's days like these that call for extremes. Singing leaves got me under their spell. The woods are calling my name. The mountains are fanning the flame. A passion that climbs scale sublime. This is serious, I ain't playing games. Ignore that gaping hole in my boat. With duct tape and a bucket, I will keep it afloat. Long enough to turn and tan my better side. Fill my belly button with a thimble full of sky. I'll tell that salesman on the telephone I don't think Mr. Conley's at home. I give my laundry another day to breathe. It's got enough life to walk, but most likely won't leave. Now here's my beautiful day. That grill smoke is blowing my way. Potato salad is cold. Garlic, hummus, and folds of little bread on the side of my plate. The day is whittling down. All my friends gathered round. Think I'll have another slice of my very own advice. Tomorrow's looking the same now, ain't it a shame? 'Cause here's another beautiful day. Pass the guacamole, please.
Thanks, Seth. Oh, that's great. Oh, love it.
That was great, Seth. I want to thank you for hanging out with us tonight. I want to let people know that Seth does a live stream every Friday, so that's tomorrow, right? And his information is in the it's on his Facebook page, so it's facebook.seth.conley. So go ahead in there and cut and paste that, and it's at 8 o'clock tomorrow, and you can hang out with Seth Conley. Let's have another round of applause for him. He's a lovely man and a great friend. All right, Lauren, you got a tune for us?
Yeah. I have a tune. Maybe I was thinking about doing this kind of the same thematically as what Seth is doing, or maybe I'll tell my manager that I'm going to do 2 a cappella songs anyway and do something very different.
Do whatever you want. If you're going to play guitar, push the thing down so we can see it.
Snap decision, I guess. I think I want to sing.
Okay, go for it.
I want to sing. This is a song that I first ran into. Jolie Holland did, and it's an old poem. And it's about I don't know. It's about the coolest thing I've ever heard, so that's why I want to sing it. Here it goes. To see Mad Tom of Bedlam, 10,000 miles I traveled. Mad Maudlin goes on dirty toes to save her shoes from gravel. And it's well that we sing bonny boys, bonny now boys, Bedlam boys are bonny. For they all go bare and they live in the air and they want no drink nor money. I went down to Satan's kitchen for to break my fast one morning. And there I got souls popping hot, all on the spits a turning. And it's well that we sing bonny boys, bonny now boys, Bedlam boys are bonny. For they all go bare and they live in the air, and they want no drink nor money. A spirit hot as lightning did on that journey guide me. The sun did shake and the pale moon quake wherever they did spy me. And it's well that we sing bonny boys, bonny now boys, Bedlam boys are bonny. For they all go bare and they live in the air and they want no drink nor money. My staff has murdered giants and my pack a lone knife carries for to slice mince pies from children's thighs from which to feed the fairies. And it's well that we sing bonny boys, bonny now boys, Bedlam boys are bonny. For they all go bare and they live in the air and they want no drink nor money. Tonight I'll go a-murdering the man in the moon to a powder. His dog I'll shake and his stuff I'll break and I'll howl a wee bit louder. And it's well that we sing bonny boys, bonny now boys, Bedlam boys are bonny. For they all go bare and they live in the air and they want no drink nor money.
Wow. Thanks, Lauren.
Here one more time for Lauren White. Nicely done.
Nice.
That movie, Fisherman's Friend.
What's that?
Have you seen that movie, Fisherman's Friend?
I haven't.
Oh, it's playing on Netflix. It's a true story about this English bunch of guys down in a fishing town down in Cornwall, in that area, Penzance, down in the southwest corner of England, and record company goes down there. A bunch of guys go down to have a party, or to party, and they hear these guys, and they actually get signed. It's a true story. It's and they all the music sounds like that. It's great. If you ever get a chance, it's one of the best feel-good movies I've seen in a while. It's called Fisherman's Friend. You can see it on Netflix.
Fisherman's Friend. I'll check it out.
Yeah, you'll love it. I guarantee it.
All right. That was awesome, Lauren. Like we had just about almost everything tonight. Awesome. So Haley, you want to help us wrap this up? Lauren, you want to come up here and when Haley's done, we'll do a little tune together. All right. So Haley, thank you so much for being my pal and for bringing such great music into this world. And I really appreciate you a lot. And I'm glad that you made time to be with us tonight, and I'm interested to hear what you have to sing about now.
Thank you. Thank you for being my pal. Thanks for having me. Seth, so good to see you. You know, when Dawn introduced me to Seth, and it was the first of a process that Dawn called introducing me to my Angel Brigade. So Seth was number one member of the Angel Brigade that Dawn helped me assemble of wonderful people and dear friends in this world. So good to see you both in one place virtually.
You were a joy to work with.
Me too. You too.
Yeah, you really were. It's so interesting. Like I remember, I said to your dad at one point, I'm like, you know, why don't you just, you know, like have something, just give me like a cassette of some of her songs. Like you were like 12 years old and your dad handed me 2 CDs full of like 15 songs. And I'm like, you got to be kidding me. She goes, yeah, she wants to do a CD before she's 13. And I'm like, I love this girl.
Yes. Before I was old and yeah.
Before you got old, right?
Yes. Exactly. Yeah, my dad and I were just like reminiscing on the days at your studio recently, actually. So yeah, good memories all around. Okay, this song is called After You. I have an EP that'll be out in a couple months that is named after a line in this. The EP is called 100 Little Lives, which is a lyric from this song. I dreamed that you were blind and I went walking, looking for the light, but then I lost it, trying to bring the right thing home to you. And I see now that nothing is a waste until it runs out. I built myself a castle just to climb down, rifle through the fragments of my youth. And I've got everything I've ever felt lined up in pretty little bottles, one way in and one way out. My love, it's gonna be a while till I know who I am again after you. After you. So I wake here, floating on a cloud above the last year. And I can see the moon now as the fog clears. The stars were burning, we just looked away. And I'm grieving 100 little lives for every season. You have parts of me that I don't need. Though I tried, I could not fight the change. And I've got everything I've ever felt lined up in pretty little bottles, one way in and one way out. My love is gonna be a while till I know who I am again
Oh, and nothing much has changed except some blinding revelations. I am holding out my hands. A fickle heart requires patience. I know. I'm on my way again after you. After you.
Oh, Haley, that was just so beautiful.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Woo!
Haley, you are really something. I gotta tell you, you're killing everybody here. All right.
Yeah.
So Haley, do you have anything coming up? Can we check in on you? Do you have anything you want to promote, or any way people can go after, see what you're doing?
I'm have a stream show with a date to be determined. You can sign up for my email list, which Brandon has put my website here on there, and then I will email you when I know when things are happening. But in the immediate future, the next week or so, nothing.
Okay. Well, you're the best, and I know how busy you are and all that. So thank you for hanging out with our little love fest here. Let's hear it one more time for Haley Reardon.
Thanks
Yeah.
Yay. Lovely to see you, Haley. Thank you so much.
Woo!
Lovely to see you.
All right. Well, like I said, this is how we do our best to not feel so alone. This little structure here that we've got on Zoom here now for these after parties. It's not the same as being there. I keep writing letters to Zoom asking for a hug button, but I don't have anything like that on here. I got security, participants, chat, screen share, pause, but no hug button. But
I'm sending you a hug right now, brother.
this one right there.
Okay. Hug, virtual hugs. Can you feel it?
All right, so listen, I love you all. Next week, performing for an organization out in Greenfield, Mass. that I would be performing for every year. It's a temple out there. We'll raise some money for them, and so every Thursday, always the same access information. So if you want to know Carrie, it's always the same. I'm gonna leave you. Carrie, I just love you. Unmute yourself so I can say. Never mind. Let me just finish this up and we'll hang around after. All right. So this is a song that I never play ever, but I was thinking about it, how stressful the world has been lately, and it's a song that I wrote before Lauren's children were born. I didn't know they were going to be twins, so I was thinking I would write a lullaby for one kid, for a kid, and I thought back to when I was a kid and what made me afraid, and I said all the things in it that I would say to somebody. So why don't you just picture yourselves with a nightlight on, and it's been a really hard, let's say 4 years. Let's say it's been a really hard bunch of years for you, and
Amen.
and you're stressed out a little bit, and then you're gonna let Dawn tuck you in and let you know that it's gonna be all right. So this song is called "Shine on You," and Lauren's gonna play the guitar, and then we'll hang around after if you want to hang around. But this will be the end of the music part. And thanks to everybody tonight for being here. So go ahead. Hey little trooper, it's time for your day to end. So take your big box of troubles and tuck them under your bed. I know how you feel when it gets dark outside, but I promise in the morning the sun is going to rise and shine. You don't have to be afraid when the sun goes down at night, 'cause that doesn't mean that the sun is never going to rise. When it gets dark, it can get a little scary too, but that sun is gonna rise in the sky to shine on you. The sun is gonna rise just to shine on you, because he wants to shine the light on all the nice things you do. Close your eyes, believe me, this is true. Tomorrow that sun is going to rise in the sky to shine on you. Take a look at me, I am as old can be. And these old tired eyes have seen a whole lot of scary things. They have seen real dark nights that lasted for a long, long time. But they have never seen a morning when the sun didn't rise and shine. And that's why I'm saying, hey little trooper, it's time for your day to end. Take your big box of troubles, tuck 'em under your bed. I know how you feel when it gets dark at night, but I promise in the morning the sun is going to rise and shine. The sun is going to rise just to shine on you, 'cause he wants to shine the light on all the nice things you do. Close your eyes, believe me, this is true. Tomorrow the sun is going to rise in the sky to shine on you. Tomorrow that sun is going to rise in the sky just to shine on you. Good night, little troopers.
Thanks, Dawn. That
Oh,
was beautiful.
Thank you, Don. Fantastic. You look marvelous and you sounded excellent. Everybody was awesome. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. You're all welcome. We do this every Thursday, whether they want us or not. And
Dawn,
yeah.
another great night as always.
Thank you, Neil. So, so Carrie, you wouldn't know this. Is Carrie still here? Yeah, you wouldn't know this. So, well, I'm going to educate you a couple of things. So, one, people were talking about you in the chat, so we'll have to teach you how to use the chat so you can get in there and chat along. So you can unmute yourself. Everybody, unmute yourselves now, if you want to. Well, so. If because I started this meeting, this is a Zoom thing. If I hit the leave button, or if I end it, then it's just an abrupt ending. Everyone's gone, and then all this illusion of us being together is like turns into this tremendous trauma of us realizing how alone we are in the world.
I've got to sit up now.
So I'm not gonna do that. You can all just check out one at a time. Unmute yourselves if you can. I assume you can, and just say goodbye and say, or if you want to talk to each other or whatever. But the entertainment part of this thing is over. Lauren's gonna try. All right, so
I'm gonna cut the stream as everybody say bye to Facebook and YouTube first.
All right, goodbye Facebook. Facebook is this way. Goodbye Facebook. Hope you enjoyed the cat videos. Goodbye YouTube. We'll see you later.
Thank you to Don White and Lauren. You guys are awesome together.